Right guys, Shay here, Uneven Bounce, hope you guys are well. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video on Dominic Sibley because some of the stuff that came out last week after his slow go ton, I thought was quite embarrassing. A lot of people talking about the fact that Michael Holding was the only one really that came out and criticised him. That's true in terms of kind of major, figures in the media. I think Michael Vaughan might have said some kind of not untoward comments, but made some criticism towards Sibley as well. I've heard some people say that he needs to develop his offside game, etc. And I appreciate that completely. He does need to develop the facets of his game, but the reality is he's 24 years old now. If you look on the screen right now, these are the list of openers that have played for England since 2012 when Andrew Strauss retired. You know most of these guys already, but that's your list. Okay, so you've got the likes of Sam Robson there, Nick Compton, Jonathan Trott when he came back in 2015. You've got Mark Stoneman, Adam Lyth, etc. So the whole list is there. It's just been basically a plethora of failures. I mean, intimate with a little bit of success, like people like Adam Lyth, for example, even Nick Compton, with his runs in South Africa in 2015. In the Durban test in particular, I think it's called the 85. But, Jason Roy last year, I mean, we basically went down to Jason Roy, and he was picked because, let's be honest, he is a great ODI opener, so we picked him for the Ashes, and look how that turned out. So a guy comes along in a kind of a much more classic setup, or I should say not setup, obviously he's very original and unorthodox in setup, but in terms of his approach to the game, it's much more kind of focused on himself and just playing ball by ball and batting time, and I absolutely love that. That is exactly what this country needs. England need that desperately. They don't have that's like that. It's a throwback guy, he's a throwback, and exactly what England need. They need stability top of the order. I think I saw a stat in the last 3 years their opening partnerships have averaged 19. Soak that up for a second. 19 guys. Are you kidding me? And then Dom Sibley comes in. He's 24 years old, don't forget. Still learning his game. I think he's averaging first class cricket the last 2 years, like 64. Before that was 29. He's working on his game. He's getting better and better. We should be hell of a proud we've got a gal out now in the ranks. I think it's fantastic. I think it's absolutely brilliant that he's there. So yeah, I mean, I just think just leave him be, let him play his game, let the stroke makers like your Popes and your Popes and your Stokes and your Roots and your Crawleys, etc. Let these guys go out there and play more aggressively and play around Dominic Sibley. I mean, listen, you think about someone like Jonathan Trott, who batted at 3 for 4 or 5 years for England. He was a slow-going batsman, but he had the stroke makers around him. People like Ian Bell and Kevin Peterson, etc. Matt Pryde coming at 7. These players took pressure off Trott. So he did a wonderful role, Trott, during that great run for England. In a Test arena, and Dom Sibley can do the same thing now for England. So you just need to leave him the hell alone. Let him get on with his game. I think it's fantastic. I do appreciate he needs to work on a little bit of his game, but at the same time, I think he is a crucial part now of the setup. I mean, what was it, 13 Test innings? He's already scored 200s, 1 at home, 1 away. Great start to his career, great start. So if he can average, 40, 42, 43, for England, and do it at a strike rate of what is it now, like 37. He's only averaging his strike rate in first class level is 41. It's 41, guys. It's not like it's 60 and all of a sudden he's come to the Test arena and he's just like his strike rate's basically halved. It's not. He's always been a very fairly slow accumulating batsman. He was the same at Surrey, and there he wasn't even batting at opening all the time. He was batting down the order, So he's kind of been moved up and down a little bit. He's had to make a big move to Warwickshire from Surrey, when he wasn't fully sure of his game. He was, what, 22 when he left? You know, it's a big thing, you know. So I think he's done really well for himself. I think England are blessed to have a batsman like him. It's a great fall for Rory Burns. So yeah, it's just good. It's good that England now have more solid top order options. So yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. Guys, like the video. Please leave me a comment. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you think maybe Sibley should up his game a little bit, up the tempo a little bit during certain situations? Maybe he should, but do you think he should always play a bit more aggressively? You know, kind of a halfway house between someone like him and, you know, Jason Roy or David Warner, more aptly speaking, or just carry on as he is. You know, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, share it, and also subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.